I interviewed a general education teacher over basically their experience with SPED students in SPED classrooms. Okay, so she said that the number one challenge in teaching these students is the fact that they are bullied, dealing with bullying. So students know whenever they're higher, they know when their classmates are lower. They do not keep their opinions to themselves. I noticed this even in first grade. Like, these kids are young, and they were already pointing it out, like, why am I over here? I'm not one of the slow students. Okay, well, that's crazy. That's a crazy statement. So I was not surprised about that because I have seen this. Even with students that aren't SPED, I've definitely seen it. Although I will say something that did surprise me is, like, all throughout college, we're taught accommodations, we're taught modifications, and then you get to the classroom, and like this teacher said, she's not really been given any community services for these students that are, like, not school focused, if that makes sense. So, like, a lot of these students face poverty, they face any sort of kinds of issues, and they need support for things that aren't just educational. And I mean, that's probably not even the parents' main concern, right? So I think it was surprising that teachers aren't even given, like, a list of things for their students, like food banks and different sort of learning programs that aren't in school even. This teacher actually works in a co-teaching class with a SPED teacher that's inclusion, and my main question is, what is that like? Because she kind of explained it in her interview, but I don't know that it really sounded like the most fun experience. And I think I would like to know what can be done to make sure that everyone's on the same page, that everyone's working together well, and being able to support these students. So I would say, like, the biggest thing that I learned from this interview was to just have, like, accurate expectations, because we talk a lot about what it will be like, but we don't really talk about what it is like in college. So it's nice to hear about an actual true experience, a lived experience from someone who works with these students, from someone who deals with these parents, who works with the system. It's nice to get a perspective that's not from a teacher that hasn't done it in a while, which, I mean, not really accurate as far as my college, but I know a lot of other colleges and other people, I mean, they're college teachers. They're not out in the general education classroom that much. So I think it is nice to see the perspective of someone who is dealing with this stuff every day. So that was basically my interview, and it was very fun, very big learning experience. Thumbs up.